Hey, Zyback, why are Americans so crazy? Well, I agree. I do think that Americans overall are crazy, but I don't think it's a bad thing. And in fact, I think it may actually be our greatest asset in this, in a very weird, twisted way. So I think a lot of the American insanity, whatever you want to call it, is genetic. And the reason I say that is because if you think back to the original settlers of the United States, they are self-selected, insane people. They are people that were so fed up with their current situation in Britain that they decided to get on a boat and go west, not knowing what the fuck was over there. Now, at the time, they thought it was somehow a shortcut to India. I don't know the logic behind that, but that was the thinking at the time. But for the most part, they really just didn't know. It was just a bunch of crazy people that said, we're going to go that way. And they did. So, a bunch of psychos get on a boat and go west. They finally hit land, and they assume it's India, because that was the current thinking at the time. So, we arrive at India and meet the native population. So, we just call them Indians because we assume we're in India. Well, we very quickly find out that we are not in India. Now, do you think we stop calling the native population Indians? Absolutely not. We still call them that to this day. Not only do we call them that, we name sports teams after them, food products. Indians are now, it's now a revered term. So much so that they call themselves Indians. That's crazy as fuck. That is truly bizarre that we still do that to this day. So after we go to war with the Indians and beat them, we then decide that we are fed up with Britain, and we declare independence from Britain, the greatest military superpower of the era. They were the empire of the world, and we, a colony of farmers, said, fuck you, Britain, we're out. And we go to war with the biggest military superpower of the era as farmers. That's crazy. What's even crazier is we won. And now what? The Revolutionary War as a concept is just an insane thing to propose. And the fact that we won it just solidifies to me that American insanity is our greatest asset. Because here's the thing, man. We're not the smartest country. They've done IQ tests and shown that the United States is nowhere close to the smartest country from an IQ perspective. We don't value education nearly as much. But why do we dominate so much? And honestly, if you don't think the United States dominates militarily, culturally, technologically, you're kind of a clown. The website you're watching this on comes from the United States. The phone you use was probably, invented by a U.S. company. The media you watch comes from the United States. The products that you order, that website, Amazon, United States, almost everything in your life comes from us. We dominate your media. We dominate your news, your medicines, your technologies. Everything comes from us. Why? We're not the smartest in the room. We're not even close, apparently. I genuinely think it all comes back to the insanity of our ancestors. We are the descendants of truly insane fucking people. And we have the confidence and arrogance and insanity to actually go for it. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg would not have started Facebook if he wasn't such a fucking psycho. Jeff Bezos might not have started Amazon if he wasn't such a psycho. All of these high-powered, American badass people are all kind of crazy. And maybe we owe it to the insanity of our ancestors, the success we have. That's the only thing I can think of. And there are just so many examples of America being just truly insane. And what's funny about our insanity is that we like it. We like that we have more guns than people in this country. We probably have 450 million guns in this country if you factor in all the 3D printing, ghost guns, self-made guns that guys mill on their own lathes and stuff. We like that. We really like that we have the biggest military superpower in the world by 10-fold. We love that we have the most aircraft carriers. That's fucking badass, bro. We are so crazy. We build aircraft carriers so often that we have more aircraft carriers than the rest of the world combined. And that's not even the full story, because we get bored of our old aircraft carriers and sell them to you guys, because we want to make new ones that are even bigger and even crazier. We're so crazy with the aircraft carriers that the term super carrier doesn't even justify how big these things are. We have now reached a new level of aircraft carrier that we just name after ourselves, called the Gerald Ford class aircraft carrier. These things are so big. 5,000 people live on these aircraft carriers. 5,000 people. That's bigger than like a lot of towns live on an aircraft carrier. And we're just going to make 10 of them because of course we are. Does that make people mad? Some people, but there's a lot of people that are like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, we're going to have 10 of those. How many Gerald Ford class aircraft carriers does your pussy country have? Oh, none? None? Oh, sucks to suck, loser. We love it. Our most recent bout of insanity has got to be the situation with our presidents. In 2016, we elected an orange reality TV star to be our president. Now, in 2016, I predicted he was going to win, and everybody thought I was crazy. He's going to win. It's too perfect for him not to win. Like, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm like, it's destiny, dude. Like, this is the president that America deserves.
No, you know what's going to happen, I think, honestly, is if I had to make an actual prediction on what's going to happen, I would say that he probably wins the nomination, and then he gets obliterated in the general election.
I think Trump will win the presidency. And Trump ended up winning, and I ended up being correct. And at the time, I just thought it was going to be funny. I thought it was going to be funny that we had this, kind of crazy guy that would say unhinged shit, and that he was the president. And that's really all I thought it was going to be. I did not think that he was going to lead us on a rocket ship economy where basically anybody that invested any money in anything made a ton of money. I will not lie to you. The Trump era was very good for me because I invested money in just the market in general. Not like I'm not some wolf of Wall Street, but everybody was the wolf of Wall Street under Trump just because the rising tide raises all boats, and it was a fucking tsunami out there, bro. I did not expect that. I really don't think even Trump's biggest supporters, like, you can't honestly tell me you thought that was gonna happen. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? I didn't expect that. I just did not expect that was gonna happen, but it did. So you got to give him credit, right? I mean, it happened under his watch. Was it because of him? I don't know. Maybe it's divine comedy. Maybe God is real and he's hilarious and decided that would be funny. But okay, so that's absolutely crazy. So we elected a reality TV star to be our president, and he did a good job. What the fuck? And then the next election cycle, a lot of people are convinced that, in fact, he is bad. So they elect knowingly. By the way, many people that voted for Joe Biden knew the age was a problem. They knew he was way too fucking old and probably not all there. They will admit this to you. They admit that they don't like Joe Biden, but they wanted him more than the other guy. So they willingly voted for an old, mentally unfit man because they thought he was better than the orange reality TV star. Which, okay, fine. So now our country is led by a guy that is genuinely an incredibly sad situation at the White House right now. He just bumbles over his words. He just does all this like cringe shit that is, if it was your grandpa doing it, you'd be like, man, it's, fuck, man. I just see him wasting away. Like, it would be, if it wasn't the president of the United States, nobody would be laughing. But the fact that it is, and it's so absurd, I don't know. So anyway, some new polling has come out that has shown that many of the people that flipped on Donald Trump and voted for Joe Biden are now going to flop back and vote for Donald Trump again if he decides to run. That is truly the most American thing ever. We flip to orange reality TV star, we flop to demented old man, and then we flip back to the orange reality TV star. Wild. Genuinely fucking wild. What's funny is that you can't even use this insanity against us because we like it. We like being crazy. We like being American as fuck. The character I'm playing right now in Overwatch is an American as fuck, over-the-top character. He spouts out American cowboy phrases as he shoots people with his giant revolver. And he is incredibly popular. He's one of the most popular characters in Overwatch. I love playing him. It's fun. Another video game character, Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem is American as fuck. His last name is literally Nuke Them. Do you think he's unpopular with people in America? Absolutely not. We love Duke Nukem. We wish his name was Duke Nuke Them All. It's great. We fucking love that shit. Another example is the America Fuck Yeah song. America Fuck Yeah. Dude, we love that song. You think that you're making fun of us with that song? No, we'll sing it. We know the lyrics. We love America Fuck Yeah. What's funny is I see all these studies where they're like, America ranks 27th in education, but number 1 in confidence. And maybe that's important. Maybe being confident and a little crazy is important. The phrase I just said, America ranks 27th, that's right. We have claimed both North and South America. You say the word America, you're talking about us. You're not talking about all the other countries in North and South America. You are talking about us because we're the only ones that matter. We are awesome. And not only, we know we're awesome. You jerk off to us. Literally, the porn you watch is American porn. We're awesome, and we know it. And maybe that's important that maybe being confident and crazy is the recipe to success. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and join the Discord. It's free.